You're watching the Auction Network.
Welcome back to the Vancouver Flower Auction. We're here just in time to give you some great ideas for Valentine's Day. Let's go and talk to Bob Pringle, the CEO of the UFG. He's going to give us some background about the auction.
United Flower Growers Cooperative Association, or UFG, was formed in 1963.
We're the largest flower auction in North America. In flower sales, last year we did about $55 million.
Originally there were 6 members that started the auction. Their purpose was really to find another channel for their product, a market that was in their control and separated from the market that had developed in and around Vancouver at that time. It was formed back then as a cooperative. And so a cooperative has a one member, one vote principle, such that large growers and small growers are treated equally. And the same applies really to the buyers. The buyers can buy 1 bucket of roses for the same price as would a large wholesaler buying 1,000 buckets. So a cooperative works well for an array of different sizes of buyers and for the growers.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Bob.
Okay, thank
you. Coming up next, we're going to go to a local grower to see where all of these beautiful flowers come from. Rochelle Rose here with Robert Venderan, the CFO of the Burnaby Lake greenhouses in Surrey, British Columbia.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history of your nursery?
It's a family business. It was started by my grandfather in 1955, a couple of years after he and his family immigrated from the Netherlands. It's currently got members of 3rd and 4th generation involved in it. It's about 1.8 million square feet of growing area, most of which is under glass.
That's immense. You're dealing with such a wide variety of plants and such huge quantities. How important is it for you to go to the auction?
Our company was one of the original members. The auction provides us an important sales channel. It's a great selling opportunity.
How do you prepare these roses to go to auction?
What we've got in front of here is one table among a whole house full of 4-inch mini roses. And what we'll do is employees will go by, check each plant. They'll maybe take off some dead leaves, they put a decorative pot cover on, and then put them on some auction racks, and then on to either that evening to the auction or to customers the next morning.
So explain, you've got these huge tables of flowers here, Robert. How does this system work?
Basically, the individual plants, we'll put them on side. The tables have a plastic bottom, basically like a bathtub. The plant takes as much water as it needs, and then the individual table, we can just roll it out like this.
So you can just move them around?
Everything can be moved from one end of the greenhouse to another end. It's one of the examples that we had in terms of a technology advance that not a lot of other growers in North America have.
Now this looks like a pretty high-tech operation. Is this the latest technology that you're using for farming?
We've got computer-controlled irrigation systems, computer-controlled lighting systems, computer-controlled ventilation systems, computer-controlled shading in the summertime as well.
So these roses, have these already been inspected while they're here?
We've got our growers in each of the areas regularly going around almost every day. I mean, they're very conscious that, especially at the beginning of a plant's life, if something wrong is happening, like some deficiency that's causing it to be stunted or gnarled, you're going to have to, as quickly as possible, start applying kind of countermeasures.
What's in season now?
Now we're looking at Valentine's product, and the challenge is, that everybody's going to want it the first week of February. You'll sometimes try and manipulate things with different light levels, with the artificial lights, different heat levels that'll trick the plants into kind of initiating budding so that they'll bud up at the right time, and those buds will then hopefully develop on time.
Can't decide what to buy your sweetheart for Valentine's Day? We're going to give you some great ideas about what to buy. I'm here at the V&J Plant Shop with Peter Ridge. All right, Peter, can you show me how to make an amazing Valentine's bouquet? Something that would really wow your girlfriend.
Okay. We have some tropical leaves. They're called Hawaiian flag tie stalks. And these are orchids, which they call friendship orchids. We have a Cymbidium orchid, which is magnificent, and then the standard red rose.
And what's this curly stem?
Curly willow, depending on how much time you have. A lot of times you just kind of sort of do it by feel.
That's absolutely gorgeous. And do these have a fragrance?
No, these orchids actually don't. They're just all about the show.
So what are you buying for this Valentine's Day that you know is going to sell?
Orchids, roses, basically a lot of everything. And I always try to buy with value in mind.
So what tips do you have for the guys when they're going to buy flowers? What are your top tips?
Top tips are think about how much you're willing to spend ahead of time. It saves a lot of time and stress. Pick out a few colors, have sort of a rough idea of what you want. And if you really want to save yourself some stress, order it 3 days ahead of time.
That's a great tip.
And then you put a little bit of that on the bottom. That's just sort of a quick representation of a showy bouquet.
That's incredible. Yay! I'm sure you'd get a standing ovation for this. Thank you so much for showing us around. It's been incredible. Thank
Not a
you.
problem at all. It's my pleasure.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thanks for joining us at the Vancouver Flower Auction. And remember, candy's dandy, but flowers tower over other Valentine's gifts.
To register for future live auctions, go to auctionnetwork.com.